My name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 9 of Rags to Riches Vampire Edition. And when we left last time, Sylvia was in school, but I just have a little bit of a thing with my game where if I leave the club gathering going and I exit and come back in, my Sims are home from school or work. So I'll have to remember to close the club gathering before I leave next time, but we'll just say she got off school early today. So she did leave. She's still a C student because of the fact that she left early. I don't know if she was anywhere near to becoming. She probably would have gotten up to a B for the weekend, but oh well. And of course she is burning up because it's the middle of the day. And we have a house. If you can see, let me just go into, let me put the walls up so that you can see their new house. It's their little house that they had all that money, so you can't see right now because I'm in dab mode, but their money is significantly reduced, and I will put the speed build of this up later on in the week. So that's their little house, their cute little house. It's not too big. It's a 3-bedroom open kitchen living plan, and of course one of the bedrooms is an exercise / workroom for Bryce. So let me go out of tab mode and go back down because I had hit page up to be able to get the walls up so we could look at the house with it fully up. So let me get her to fly here as a bat so that she's out of the sun. And we now have Parenthood. So that may have an impact because she is a teen. So I'm not sure what bearing that will have on her. And what is she? She is grungy. Okay, well I saw she was grungy because I could see that over at the side. I just wasn't sure if she was uncomfortable from something else. So you'll have a quick view of the place today. But if you want to, oh look, he put a picture or something up on there. Interesting. Normal nostalgia for triangles made by Bryce Callahan. Can you move it and put it elsewhere? You can. That is, like I said, sorry, I haven't actually played with it that much, but I didn't realize you could. I had seen the option to put pictures on there, but I didn't realize you could put pictures on that you could then take off and put somewhere else. So that's quite interesting. So this area over here is actually supposed to be a laundry area, but because we don't have laundry yet, I just make it an extension of the kitchen. But of course they don't actually really need a lot of kitchen space because they're vampires and they don't eat. Though eventually you may want to learn how to make some plasma fruit salad once we get some good quality plasma fruit. So let's see. She was going to go paint and she needs to do one more excellent painting. So we'll let her go do that as she is wishing. But I'm trying to see because Bryce is Sylvia's older brother, but he can probably become her designated care dependent. So we're going to have him adopt as care dependent because we may as well have that. And he needs to get permission to drink from 2 different Sims and purchase the tame thirst power. So I think I'm going to just go off of this. Oh, he has to create plasma packs from fish or frogs. Okay, so we can work on that. I don't know that we have anything in our inventory to be able to do so. Because we have the Sun Surfer frogs and they're worth more than I would want to waste on plasma packs. So we will probably send him fishing this evening and then do that at that point is what we will do. So, and they still have a really cheap, I did that wrong. I meant to actually put that in Sylvia's inventory. So I'll flip. I might change their outfits a little bit, particularly to update it for the new Parenthood pack, but I haven't done that yet, and I would do that in between parts, not today. So these windows are from the Parenthood pack, but this is just a regular door, and I think it's actually supposed to be a business door, but that's just like my approximation or placeholder for a sliding door. That's why I put that there, because it kind of looks from a distance like it could be, or it's the closest thing I can find. That type of one in there. So I may as well put those back in, and it is the weekend, so she does not have to go to school, so she can make some of our money back because we had a lot of money, and she's gonna write a note. And we will take this as a surrealism painting, and it was worth 808. I do find that and I think the Impressionism paintings don't So now, I don't find when they leave the notes that I have ever actually noticed anything. Like any mood light. Oh, what was she going to do? Welcome? Oh, to the club, of course. Beatrix. And what I did do is when I did the build, I actually added some lot traits to the place, which I didn't realize I didn't have on our place. I thought I had added them already. So I added home studio, which is supposed to improve the quality of, what is she doing? Chatting. Okay. I don't remember what we have in our, so we do, because if I have found that if you have the activity to repair in your club, teens will hack their school grades autonomously, even if they don't have the appropriate level to be able to do so. So I was just wanting to make sure that she wasn't hacking, because I have had that happen before. So she is getting hungry, and that's what that is. So she may as well have some plasma. Drink. And how is he? He seems to be okay. And what is he doing? He's chatting too. So, because he can't really do much with the parenting one, because he's not a parent. Unless adopting considers to be, yeah. Oh, well, we don't have any kid stuff. That's a good one. We need to buy some kid stuff, but we have no kids. Maybe we need, nah, that's not the purpose. I mean, essentially, they're no longer at the rags. I wouldn't say they're quite at the riches, but they're at the rags to comfort stage, is what I would say they're at. And they have a TV, and, you know, I didn't put too many decorations, and I didn't want to spend all of their money. I wanted them to be left with some money. So that was why. And let me just see, out of curiosity, what does he have? He is a quick learner. So the only trait he has bought is incredibly friendly. And he can't read any, so you may as well put that away, or you're going to get bored reading from that. But what you could do is we can purchase the parenting book. Which is under skill. And now we will scroll down to the P's. Parenting. And I'm also, I don't remember where he is in handiness, because I will... He is nowhere in handiness. He has not learned handiness. So I'm also going to get him, after I make sure, I'm going to check to see, no, we do not have that. So I'm going to have him read that parenting book. There, we'll have him read it a couple of times. And I'm going to actually skip off of this one. I'm just curious. I'm just tempted just to buy something that's considered a kid stuff, just to get that ticked off, just to see whether, since he's been adopting as a caregiver, whether that will count as a parent. I wouldn't have thought it would, but I just kind of like to test these things out. So I'm going to put him on Renaissance Sim, because he needs to read some books for that. So I am going to also purchase the handiness book, because that is another way to make money. If they go to Granite Falls, once he is level 7 of handiness, I'm pretty sure it's 7, they can learn the schematic of the big bear in the middle of Granite Falls. You can learn the schematic of it, and they can be quite lucrative to craft when you learn the schematic of it. So I need to go back to skill, and I could have done this the first time, but I didn't know for sure if we had the handiness book, so I didn't want to buy it if we already had it. It used to be that it would tell you if you had it, but when they added the toddler books, and they added that you can tell whether you have those in the house, they seem to have taken that away. Did you stop reading your book there? And she's putting it away. Very good. I wonder what we can, you know what I need to do? I'm going to buy a journal. I am going to go into the build buy mode so she can have a journal. I keep accidentally clicking on that carpet. And I didn't mean to actually give them some carpets in their bedroom, but I'll do that another time. Not right now. So I'm going to go under kids. I do know it's under kids. And not toddlers, maybe not miscellaneous. Kids activities. Okay, so we're gonna get her I'm going to get this private journal, which I will put here for her. And some of these are for teens. So that's recommended for teens. So it helps you with mental. I'm not sure. Maybe kids can help if a teen is working on it, and so it would develop their mental skill if they are a child, but they are... so that's rocket science. That's interesting. Robotics. And it helps with your programming skill. And that's for children. That was teens. Teens. Construct a bridge. Mental and logic. Well, mental for kids. I think we might start with the bridge, because I think the next two are going to be for children. So, but they're not very much. So they're not going to get our our spending on kids things up very well. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we could buy her, but they're not very expensive. We could buy her a uni, because even though she's a teen, she may like a soft bend. I know it's not uncommon for teens to like things like this. And you know, everybody, they always play with that lump of clay. Even as, like, adults play with that. I'm not going to get any toys. I'm not going to get something that's, like, silly to get. And I will buy... Sorry, this is where I want to go. I'm going to buy the... Construct a bridge. Now, I don't know. It takes a lot of room. I guess they can work in the kitchen. Maybe I should put some of these, this exercise, and it fits in his room, but her room's pretty full. I made them a fairly small house. It's not very big. And it doesn't work over here. So the only way they have is they could work here, or I could change this table. Or not. I guess they might just work. It's not like they use the kitchen for anything now that I think about it, because, you know, they're vampires and they don't really cook. So we'll put it there and she can work on it in the kitchen. That's what we'll do. So now you, little mister, didn't actually do what I asked you to do, which was to read. And that might have been because I went and bought some other books and it confused you a little bit as to why I was in. Where did that parenting book go? Oh, there it is. So I want you to read some more. You need to learn how to parent your sister. And Sylvia, oh, what's she doing? Is she going to write? No, she's putting it away. I don't want you to put it away. Is that building your responsibility? I would like you to write in the journal. That's what I'd like you to do. And will she do that? She'll take it back out. She, of course, doesn't have a desk. Oh, and I need to get some more stools here for this island, because that's only the one stool. I forgot about that when I was... Oh, and she gets the writing skill when she's writing in her journal. Oh, excellent. Let's get a picture of her writing in her journal. And he has reached parenting level 1, which isn't a very high parenting level. And she's getting some emotional control. Let's look at her panel. It's under Simology. So she has manners, responsibility, and conflict resolution. And empathy and emotional control is, but she's going to learn a little bit right here. And we could, of course, this isn't supposed to be the focus, but it's kind of fun, and I just got it, and I haven't really played with it very much. Is it under social? Oh, the Spice Festival's in town. Well, we can't go right now anyways. We maybe can go a little later, because of course, I'm looking for the ability to volunteer. No, we can't right now, because we'll burn up. Unless we could go, and then we could go inside to the karaoke bar, and then when it becomes late enough, then we can go out. Maybe that's what we'll do. Oops, well, we missed it. I was hoping she could finish writing in her journal before we went. So why don't you go hide it? Or she was going to put it in her inventory. I don't know if she'll hide it now. And what we can do to help poor Bryce, he's already left to look after his sister. We don't have a ton of points, so maybe we should be buying things that we really need. So I would like to get gardening. And I'm going to close out of here because I'm curious. And I'm going to pause. And I was going to go to the Spice Festival, but maybe we've kind of been sort of looking at a little bit of what came with this, well, their new house, and the fact that we now have the parenting ability and the skill. So we're going to probably experience some like mood swings and stuff from Sylvia there. I'm assuming vampire kids, teens and kids get it just the same as everybody else. I was looking here for popularity, leader of the pack. So he has actually already purchased something there. So I'm going to put him back over to his Knowledge Aspiration Renaissance Sim so that he can finish reading that. And we can hit play. What is she going to do? Oh, no, 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 no. That's not your bed. Claim and hide journal. I didn't realize. Probably because I haven't claimed the beds yet. They don't know. So I'll have him claim this. So that's his room, because that's his room. And the pink room, she got the master bedroom. He didn't really care. He let her have the room with the bathtub, but they're going to use the share the shower over here. I like these bathtubs, or using the regular bathtubs, because from what, I probably should check this, but I think you can't do the bath with soaks or the mud baths in the all-in-one shower and bathtubs. And the bathrooms in this house, this is a pretty small little house. I got the floor plan off the internet, and I kind of like it. So there's not room easily. I mean, I suppose what I could have done, I don't know. I could have put I could have rearranged the floor plan and made this whole thing the bathroom. And perhaps at some point, maybe I will, so that she has a slightly longer, bigger bathroom. And it's not like this space is of much use over here. But the only thing is, then we wouldn't be able to, I'd have to rearrange things a bit. But that's always possible. It's definitely something that can be done. So I might do that. We'll see. And, but did he, so he's finished reading. He's got the finished reading 3 books ticked off there. But what I was wondering is whether any of that stuff counted on the family aspiration. I don't know how much we spent on that. We spent $740, so we have not spent enough on kid stuff. I'm going to, even though we don't have any kids, in case any kids come over, spend more of their money. I'm gonna go over here, and that's $845. I think this one is actually nicer for their yard, so I'm gonna go for, I don't know what color I want. No, I don't want that color. We'll put it in the backyard because it kind of looks nice. So I did that. The green may be nice. Okay, I'll go with the green. And we'll put that over there. And while I'm here, I'm going to get some terrain paint. There we go. So now, if they ever have anybody come over with kids, we have that. And so that does count for becoming a parent. Things I do just to see whether becoming a parent counts, just by having them adopt as a caregiver, and it does indeed count. I was curious, I wanted to know, so now I know. So we're here. So what is she doing? She is playing with that. She's getting playful, and I don't know what skill she's building. Oh, comedy, because she's watching up there, and it's still not late enough, so for them to go, because they can't really hang out at this festival, outside at the festival, because they, I think it gets dark in the rest of the world at 9 o'clock in the evening, whereas in their neighborhood, they could hang out outside at this point. And he does need to do some gardening. So I think we essentially got a little brief look at their new home, and we took a quick look at some of the stuff. I'll just pick that up for you. Oops, I put it in your inventory. That was not my intention, but that's okay. We took a look at some of the parenting things, and we will go to the Spice Festival in the next part, once it is late enough for them to do so. I'll probably play through just a little bit, so that when we come back, it'll be time for them to go to the festival, and I'll start them at the festival. But that's it for now. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you like the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much.